So my favourite genre to write, well, it's a term I would call strange stories, which is a bit of a catch-all that would cover ghost stories, anything supernatural, anything unusual and weird, anything out of the ordinary is my favourite area, definitely. Getting into the arts was a long journey for me. I was always interested in particular in film and television, but when I was young, I wanted to be, it was special effects that first caught my eye. I wanted to be a special effects man. And then I used to be involved in drama a lot at school. I used to be in school plays, but I didn't think about myself as being a writer. And after I left school, I went to art college with a view to going on and doing a film production course. And when I was on that art foundation course, I sort of discovered that I could write. It was other people telling me, because the projects I was doing had writing in, and people kept saying, "Oh, that's really good, oh, you should write." Read and read and read and read. So particularly if it's fiction that you're interested in writing stories, that is the education. The more you read, the more you learn, because as you read, each thing that you read, firstly, two things, you find out what you love, and that's the most important thing, is to find out who is the writer that speaks to you, what's the kind of story that speaks to you, what's the thing that you're really, really passionate about, not just like a little bit, but absolutely love. And the only way you find that out is by reading a lot. So that means going to the library, taking out piles of books, and and asking for books for presents when it's birthdays or what have you. Well, I'm not sure if it's for the writer to say that himself, because it's not really up to you. It's that part of the joy of doing it is you put it out into the world, and then when it goes well, it tends to take on a life of its own. And so there's definitely things I've done that have connecting with audiences, and so The League of Gentlemen, which is the comedy show that was the first thing that I did, that found its audience, and it was an audience that really, really liked it. And I know how much that audience did like it, because when we do live shows and things, they would come and tell you. Oh, there's loads stored away, yeah, and I've got a kind of wall in my office with ideas on it, with post-it stickers of ideas for things, and so you kind of just gradually work through them one by one. So there's plenty of stuff that's still to be done. Yeah. If you're really stuck, put it away, and go and leave it, and come back to it. Now that can be overnight, that could be for a week, sometimes that could be for a year or more. And you will find often the thing you are stuck on will have solved itself when you're not thinking about it. Because one of the magical things about writing is a lot of the work is done when you're not thinking about it. It's done by your unconscious mind, and you want to build in to how you work time for that to happen. So if it's in the short term, I'll just go for a walk, and sometimes if I go for an hour-long walk, I'll come back and I'll have got over the difficulty, or leaving it for longer, days, weeks, or indeed months, if you're able to. That can solve the problem too. So the trick is not to think about it. The trick is to go off and do something else.